Do you ever feel like some days you're just fighting yourself?
Everybody knows the greatest part of Caff is the gray part.
Duh. No, it isn't, you dummy. It's the blue part. Everybody knows that. Just look at how majestic and blue it is.
Dude, what are you talking about? Grays for days.
Wait, why are we even arguing about this? We're like the same person. It just seems kind of ridiculous, don't you think?
Yeah, you got a point there. Why are we fighting with ourselves?
Exactly. Life's too short to just get mad at ourselves, especially when you look that good. Come here and give us a kiss. FA is gonna lose their mind when they see this as a commission.
No. Oh, no. Get away. Get away. No. Oh my god, bro. Oh gosh. I really need to lay off the caffeine before going to sleep. Yeah, we're gonna close that.
Hey everyone, Caffeine Fox here. Yes, I am back from my hiatus. I was going through a bit of a rough time. I am past that. I gotta get these videos out and continue doing what I love, which is making videos. So, yeah. This kind of brings me into what today's video is all about. So, while I was going through that lull in creating videos, I realized that all the stuff that was going on was pretty much just my outlook on things. In the end, I was pretty much like a prisoner in my own mind. I was the one who was holding myself back. Every time I was like, hey, I'm gonna go and create a video or do something productive, my mind was just like, nah, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that at all. You're just gonna eat Pop-Tarts and watch Netflix all day. Which doesn't sound like a bad idea, but it was not very constructive. I was pretty much just kept and contained, and the fence around it was my mind. This brings me to the actual meat and potatoes of the video. Yeah, meat and potatoes. Whenever you have something you really want to do, your only limiter is your mind. Now, I get it. Say for example, you want to be the first furry who lands on a planet nobody's ever been to before. That's probably not gonna happen. However, within reason, say for example, you wanna go to the gym, you wanna start working out more. I'm gonna use this as an example because this is kind of something I wanted to do besides creating videos. At first, when I first started doing it, I felt pretty good. I felt like I was taking control of my life and I was able to see progress based on going to the gym multiple times during the week. This is like the initial phase whenever you're trying something out. It's gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable at first, but you start seeing progress and you're motivated and you're just like, yeah, let's freaking do this. And then you hit a certain point. It's kind of like when you're on a roller coaster and you see the tracks going up, you reach the top. Unfortunately, your roller coaster cart starts slowing down and you don't quite go over that hill. The thing keeping you from going over that hill is yourself. I had to take a step back and be like, look, my mind is telling me that I don't want to continue doing this. I just want to sit back and just eat junk food and not really do anything about that. Now that would be the easy road. I had to look at it from the bigger picture. My mind wanted me to kind of take a break and not continue doing it. But inside, your motivation, your goals, your fighting spirit, that was what broke through that wall. And I was like, you can do this. Don't listen to your brain. Most of the time, your brain does have some pretty good reactions like, hey, don't put your hand inside of this hole because there might be a snake inside of it. When you end up having like the hairs on the side of your arm stand up, that's usually like instincts kicking in, and in that case, it is a-okay to trust your instincts. However, whenever it comes to stuff like bettering yourself, it can get difficult. Your mind is just there, taking a back seat like, hey, I'm gonna tell you to stop at some point. And it's up to you to look at your mind and say, hey, we can do this. I can finish this final lap of this race. I might be super tired. I might not see the end just yet, but it's there. I have to keep powering through. The moment you give up, your mind's pretty much won at that point, and you might not actually get your goals done because of it. It happens a lot whenever I'm like running. You just get winded. You feel like you can't finish. Your mind is just saying, hey, let's just take a little breather, aka walk the rest of the time. But by pushing through, pushing yourself, you're able to finally see the end. And this is pretty much what happened with my videos, where my mind was like, hey, be depressed, don't do anything about it. Luckily, I was able to take a look at it for what it really was. I got past that lull. I saw the end of the race that I have to run. So if you're coming up with anything you want to do in the future, say for example, save up for a fursuit. It could be anything in your life that you really want to get. You can have some hurdles come up whenever you're saving up for a fursuit. Say for example, you put a little bit of money aside in like a savings account, right? Like here and there, put some change in there, and eventually you'll have enough. That's the goal. You'll have enough for your fursuit. However, you might end up seeing like a new video game that came out that you really want to get, but you're kind of strapped for cash at the moment, in which case you end up taking money from that original goal you wanted to have. You're satisfying a short-term need. You might have been setting yourself back a little bit, and you keep telling yourself, hey, I don't need to worry about that. I'll just make up for it by putting a little bit more in there. But then it happens again and again and again until you just don't end up getting your fursuit because you kept putting money in other places. It's really important to visualize that goal, what you want to do, and then don't let yourself get in the way of what you're trying to do. This can apply to so many different things. It can apply to getting into a university that you really want to get into, saving up for a vacation, learning a new skill like guitar, piano, running, or just physical fitness, anything really. Your mind will try to step in and stop you from doing what you're trying to do. If you ever find yourself in that situation, just take a step back, be like, hey, what'll happen if I succumb to doing what my mind wants me to do? And then what'll happen if I continue pressing forward, getting that goal I really want to do, and how great it'll feel once I'm finally there. We all have our own Mount Everests to climb. With enough persistence, you can reach the top of it. All right, so thank you everybody for sticking with me on this kind of philosophical / motivational episode of Caff's Corner. I was originally gonna have like more of a furry themed idea for a video, but this is something that I've been thinking about for a while. So I hope this video helps you out and gets you to the goal that you're trying to get to. If it helps you out in any way, feel free to give a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see all of you on the next episode. Oh my goodness. Bye.